What is going on, guys? Vortec Gaming here, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Rise of TNA. Sorry if I sound different, I've got a new mic, I got it for Christmas. Hey! Also, I want to say sorry for not getting any videos out. It's been a bit hectic recently, so yeah, that's the reason for that. Yeah, we've got an episode of Impact. Might as well get straight into it, really. Where are we? So, best venue. Oh, we've already done. Oh yeah, of course we did Explosion, didn't we? Right, so let's get straight into it. Right, so the show starts with an impressive opening of pyro before the lights are raised, and several sections of the crowd are shown waving various signs. The focus then switches to the announce table, where Mike Tenay and Taz introduce and hype tonight's show and the expected impact the likes of Bobby Roode, Lashley, Kurt Angle, MVP, Jeff Hardy and Magnus are likely to have. So that got a 66C+, which isn't a bad way to start the show. Mike Tenay and Taz put over the fact that Kurt Angle has two important announcements to make over the course of the night, one of which is to do with Loki's X Division Championship. So another C+. First match of the night is a rematch for the Tag Team Championships. If you don't actually watch TNA, basically the Revolution cast in, I suppose you could call it a Money in the Bank contract, on the, was it the final episode of Impact or the one before? Can't remember, but they won the titles from the Wolves, so this is the rematch. And in a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, Revolution defeated the Wolves when James Storm defeated Eddie Edwards by pinfall after using a foreign object. During the match we also had the Great Sonata run in and attack Davey Richards, and Revolution make defense number 1 of their TNA World Tag Team titles. So that's that. I think I'm going to carry on the feud between these two because, well, obviously it's one of our storylines. It's not a bad match actually, and it got a bonus for being well booked. Yes, finally. That's something we did do very well in the last series. So yeah, 69C+, not bad. So next up, Loki is stood backstage with the X Division title and is being interviewed by Christy Hemme. She asks him how it feels to be X Division champion again, however before he can answer, Samoa Joe comes on screen. He congratulates Loki on winning the title and tells him to give the belt the respect it deserves. He then tells Loki that although he's injured, he still wants to be the X Division champion, and that if Loki's still champion when Joe returns from injury, that Joe will be coming for him. Joe then shakes Loki's hands before walking off. So yeah, Joe went out with an injury in like the second to last episode of Impact. So we're just carrying on with that. So yeah, C-, bit of a filler segment really. In a completely random match, Velvet Sky defeated Brooke Tessmacher by pinfall with an in-your-face following interference from Angelina Love. It's quite decent, to be honest. Next up, Kenny King and MVP make their way out to the ring and begin to talk about Sarge Chris Melendez. King says that he respects the fact that Melendez was a soldier, was being the key word. MVP then says that he and King feel disrespected by the fact that Melendez has turned to professional wrestling. Melendez and Mr. Anderson then come down to the ring, and Anderson tells King and MVP that Melendez is an inspiration not just to him but to everyone that watches Impact Wrestling. Melendez then challenges King to a fight, which MVP accepts on King's behalf. So that got a D+. Chris Melendez looked dreadful in this segment. Yeah, he's not really... I'm just kind of using this to fill the show, to be honest. I mean, you know, fair play to Chris Melendez, but he's not very good on this. So, yeah. And then a terrible match. Yeah, Kenny King defeated Chris Melendez after a distraction from MVP. That is an awful rating, man. 33. Chris Melendez was visibly tiring. The match was too long. Yeah, fair enough. So moving on, TNA Lister advert, nothing interesting. In a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, EC3 defeated Eric Young by pinfall with a headlock driver following a botched interference by Rockstar Spud. So yeah, we're just carrying on that feud as well. The kind of EC3 Rockstar Spud storyline. Yeah, too bad. So EC3 stood over Eric Young with Spud stood on the apron looking shocked. Spud then goes to attack EC3, however stops just short. EC3 laughs as Tyrus makes his way behind Spud, who turns around and is met by a Tongan death grip. Carter then picks up EY and hits him with 1% before leaving the ring with bodyguard Tyrus, who is Brodus Clay, if you didn't know. So that's C-. Moving on. Video plays hyping the title match between Taryn Terrell and Havok. It's obviously the rematch. We haven't got Gail Kim yet, hoping to finish that in the next couple of days. In a bout that had solid in-ring action but not much in the way of heat, Havok defeated Taryn Terrell in 6:08 by pinfall with a Havok killer. Havok wins the knockout title back. So that only got D. Yeah, she's not really. Yeah. So the cameras head backstage and into Kurt Angle's office, where the executive director announces the next week on Impact there will be a Four Corners X Division match to decide who the number one contender will be for Loki's TNA X Division title. He announces that the competitors will be Manic and the Great Sonata from the Revolution, Crazy Steve and DJ Z, who will face Loki for the champ's first X Division, that's supposed to be title defense. We find out next week on Impact Wrestling. So yeah, that's that. C+, random kind of throwaway match. Jeff Hardy defeated Magnus with a twist of fate and got C+. So Kurt Angle makes his way out to the ring, shaking hands with the crowd as he walks down the ramp. He grabs a mic and enters the ring and asks if the crowd have enjoyed tonight's show so far, which gets a small pop. He then makes his second announcement of the night, telling the crowd that he's bringing back the TV title. Angle says that there'll be a tournament to decide who will be the champion, but does say that he isn't sure who to put in it, so he'll be watching closely over the next couple of weeks, and that got a B, which isn't too bad. So a video plays hyping Roode Lashley III, and the match itself only C+, could have been better, but oh well. So in a match that had some good action and average heat, Bobby Roode defeated Lashley in 18-19 by pinfall with a Roode bomb. Bobby Roode makes defense number 1 of his World Heavyweight title. So the final show got a C. Apparently we don't have enough interesting storylines going on. So yeah. This show increased our popularity in 22 regions and lost us popularity in 6 regions. So overall it was a pretty good show. Gained us a lot of popularity. Pardon me. Unfortunately lost us some popularity as well, so yeah, it's not great. But you know. Yeah. Hopefully this hurries up. I'm having to do a new way of doing this because for some reason my microphone Camtasia won't kind of recognize it, so I'm having to use the Windows sound recorder, which is pretty rubbish, as well as recording with the Camtasia software, which really sucks because obviously it makes it harder for me. Why is this taking so long? Yeah, but yeah, it really sucks. I can't find like where to add a microphone in Camtasia. I've added it all in on, like, I've gone into the control panel and added it into the hardware and sound thing, but for some reason it's just not. Camtasia just won't recognize it, which really sucks. So I might have to look for some new like recording software. But that might mean like I need to get Sony Vegas or something like that. So Hmm. Still don't know why this isn't working. Are you serious? Okay, so we're back. I had to wait for ages for that to happen. So, Wrestle 1 have made a contract offer to Gail Kim. I know whether that's going to make a difference, but yeah. They've all made offers. I'm guessing they're like part-time offers, but oh. So yeah, it wasn't too bad a show. Loki has some minor morale issues. Okay, he's annoyed at the booking of an angle, but he's the one that wanted the he's the one that didn't want a script. So oh, he's gonna there get lost. Right. So we have a look at the storylines. We need 3 storylines with more than 53 heat. We currently have 2. So I don't know what to call them. I just call them the bro people for now, but yeah. I might just not bother with that. But I'm just gonna end that. Yeah. That'll do us for now. I mean, them 3 are actually the same storyline, but kind of different storylines, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, I'll have the TV title storyline in there as well soon. So yeah. Anyway, one thing I do want to do actually is I want to change the what? The show's already been held this week, so I kind of okay. So I need to wait till like Monday to do that. But yeah. Hopefully we will have signed Gail Kim in coming days. Yeah, that's it really. That's it for this video, guys. If you liked the video, please leave a like and let us know what you think of the video in the comment section down below. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.